Hey guys, and welcome to my YouTube channel. It's really good to have you here. Thank you so much for clicking this link. I really appreciate it. For anyone who is new to my YouTube channel, first of all, I just want to say welcome. It's really good to have you here. Now that you're here, if you haven't already, if you'd be so kind and go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel, I would really appreciate that. And speaking of appreciation, guys, why don't you go ahead and leave a thumbs up on this review while you're at it, and I appreciate you viewing my content. Follow Me 2020 is rated MA15 plus. The duration is 1 hour and 28 minutes long, and it's a horror thriller movie with a director by Will Wernick, who also is one of the producers of the most incredible movie from 2017, in my personal opinion, Escape Room. The cast of this movie by billing order is Holland Rodden, who plays Aaron. Also, Ronan Rubinstein, who plays Alexei. Also, Keegan Allen, who plays Cole. And last but definitely not least, Pasha D. Niklikov, who plays Andrei. Now guys, let's roll that synopsis. A social media personality travels with his friends to Moscow to capture new content for his successful vlog, always pushing the limits and catering to a growing audience. They enter a cold world of mystery, excess, and danger. Okay, so straight off the bat, guys, I need to say this. I have a little tiny gripe about this movie that really bugged me. Really bugged me. I didn't understand it, and I don't know why they didn't do it or why they specifically did it like this. But anytime the Russians in this movie spoke Russian, there was no subtitles. So the audience member, if you didn't understand Russian, you had absolutely no idea what was happening or what they were talking about at all. In saying that, the context of their physicality and the way that they were responding to each other in the scenes, you got it. You understood what was happening. It made sense. You're like, oh, okay, yeah, fair enough. Other than that, guys, for a movie that only ran for less than an hour and a half, man, did they pack this movie. The ending of this movie, I kind of feel like you're not going to see coming. I kind of feel like it. Now, if you've ever seen the movie called The Game, the ending of this movie felt like that. Like literally. In fact, if you've seen the movie Saw, parts of this movie, little parts here and there, felt like that movie as well. And specifically because of the director of this movie, Escape Room. There was several moments in this movie that made me feel like I was watching Escape Room. Guys, what do I think about this movie overall? This movie is actually pretty good. It really is. Now, one of the things I really appreciated about this movie, not every cast member, but several of the cast members' character chemistry. Now, anyone who's been following my channel for any period of time, I'm a big believer in character chemistry. I really feel character chemistry needs to be on point in a movie like this, because the audience needs to be, especially if something drastic and dramatic happens later on in the film, the audience members need to feel that punch. That we really need to feel that dramatic impact in the character chemistry, in what's happening in front of us. Because if we don't feel that, if they're trying to draw out a whoa, what is going on moment in the scene, and we're not drawn in enough, then it's going to fall flat. It really will. And there's so many parts of this movie, really. Now, another thing that I have to say, and I'm really glad I just thought of this, the main guy in this movie, his best friend. Now, it was, again, this is probably nitpicking. It probably is nitpicking, but it made me go, wait, what? Like, hang on a second. How would you be anyway, and this is no spoilers. For anyone who's been following me for any period of time, I never do spoilers in my movie reviews, because in my personal opinion, spoilers aren't fair, but that's, his best friend is sitting in this room, and he's got handcuffs on, he's sitting on the floor, and his glasses are broken. they're broken, they've been smashed or whatever. Maybe about 5 minutes later, he literally says something to his best friend, to the main character. He literally says, he mentions something about, oh, how deep is that? And when you see it, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. And I was literally sitting in the cinemas, and I literally thought to myself, wait, I thought you said you're blind. You couldn't see, like, it's not blind, but you couldn't see that well. Like, you couldn't see. And that made me go, huh? Wait, you literally just said a moment ago. Anyway, in saying that, guys, the little tiny Easter eggs throughout this film, specifically in the dialogue, of this movie, is really, really well executed. And I mean really well executed. Now, there is what I don't want to say there's a post-credit scene, but when the movie itself finishes, then they play kind of like a behind the scenes, but not behind the scenes, but behind the scenes. I know that sounds weird. When you see the movie, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Behind the scenes, like videos of, you know, what ends up taking place. And I tell you now, I'm not kidding you guys, wow. And then at the end, it's just really well thought out. It really, really is. Honestly, guys, I genuinely am impressed with this movie. I really am impressed with this movie. One of the questions that I ask my audience members, and it really, really is movies like this, specifically like movies like Follow Me. Does Follow Me have the question, guys? Really, does it have the question upon all questions? The thing that makes film, that makes you want to go back and just rewatch it over and over and over again. And for anyone who's been following my channel knows what I'm about to say here, and that is, ready for it? Guys, does it have rewatchability? Truly. Does Follow Me have rewatchability? That's the question that I asked you guys. Does it? Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. It does. It does. Because of the fact that of the intense scenes, you want to go back and sort of see not only how they played out, but when certain things were happening to certain people, you like, wait, was I convinced enough as an audience member to actually be drawn into that element of the movie and be taken back at the same time and be like, wow, that was messed up? Or did it fall flat? Was it one of those moments in the movie that you go back and watch and be like, nah, no way, no, I saw that coming a mile away. Nah, that was definitely going to happen. The reason why I don't believe that the audience members, when you watch this movie, the thing that I feel that you won't say, no, I saw that coming, is because of the fact of his journey through what happens. And it's like rethinking about it, it's like, actually, yeah, you really would have thought, and like, at one point of the movie, guys, honestly, it felt very, very much like, okay, this is the end of the movie, okay? It really feels like that. I'll say this without spoiling it. No spoilers. I'll say this. The car scene, when he gets into the car by himself, that scene there, you're like, okay, this is the end of the movie. And it's really not. This doesn't feel like an hour and a half movie at all. Or like, I'm not kidding you. Because it's just so compact. In fact, when this movie started, I actually thought to myself when I was in the cinema, man alive, like, get on with it. You've only got an hour and a half. Like, literally, like, make something happen already. Not in a bad way at all. But just surprisingly, I just felt like it was like, get to the point already. But there was a really powerful reason why the writers made it look like that they really wanted us as an audience member to feel the believability, if you want to call it, of what he was about to go through, and it was so I want to say satisfying, but the end of it for the main character, damn, that's all I'm gonna tell you guys. Damn. But yeah, guys, I personally would recommend it. I honestly would recommend that you go and see Follow Me. And if you haven't, yeah, go follow me. Go follow me. But seriously, guys, I would recommend you go follow me. It's a good film. I appreciate it. I valued it. It was really well done. I actually feel at one point that they could have made it like, and I know like this. When you see the film, you might think to yourself, wait, what do you say? Are you serious? That's disgusting. But I kind of feel like it could have been a little bit more graphical. Even though now that I'm saying that, I'm actually thinking of scenes at sort of towards the beginning of the film, and that was pretty graphical. But in saying that, those scenes don't make me go, oh, yuck, that's gross, or anything like that. It is what it is. Anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap this up. Unfortunately, I'm so sorry. I really immensely apologize for this. Genuinely, authentically, I'm really sorry to have to tell you this. There is no trivia. IMDb has no trivia on this movie, so I'm wrapping this movie review up right now. I apologize for that so much. I really am sorry, because you guys know, my audience knows, I love trivia, but there's none for this, so I can't give you any. I appreciate you being here. I hope you've done everything and subscribed and click that bell for notifications. You guys are amazing. Until my next movie review, don't forget who's bringing this movie review for Follow Me. This is Superman Steve, guys. Flying out!